What is going on, chat? Welcome back to a brand new stream. What's up? Ben Lemon, Blood GTVR, Stargirl Gamer, RIP, Excise, Millen, Alexander, Ben the Lemon, Strawberry, Flower Emoji, Ava, Uhuro, Wilson, Brandon, Judy, Blood, Excise, Alexander, Playing with Legos, Unknownifix, Nox, Campsker, Lynn. That's everybody. Gadia. That's everybody. Robert the Frog. That's everybody. Boom. I think we're good. What's up? Welcome to the stream. If I laugh, the stream ends. Pretty self-explanatory. YouTube shorts are not that funny either way. They are, let's be honest here. They're not that funny. They are not that funny. So if I do laugh, you know, it'd be kind of rare. Maybe. Sometimes I laugh at the most stupidest things, though. So, I mean, yeah, that's that. See the edit? Okay, I was supposed to see the edit last stream. Yeah. Let's check the edit really quick. Let's check the edit. This one right here. This one right here. Okay, Roblox avatar here. This kind of goes tough. This kind of tough. It's kind of tough, not gonna lie. Your humor's broken? Yeah, my humor is broken. Sometimes I just laugh at the most random things. It's just how it is. I bet you laugh at the first vid we're about to see. Also, can we notice that no anime girl ads anymore? Like, look at this. Like, literally no anime girl ads. It's all just like Game of Thrones and stuff like that. I told you guys. Look at this. Game of Thrones and stuff like that. Game of Thrones. You look at that. I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. See what I mean? Anyways. Oh, yeah, also, I forgot to say this. But, like, I think in, like, a few streams, I added, like, a few streams ago. And I forgot to kind of add it in fully. But whatever you, like, if you react with reactions, it pops up behind me, which is kind of cool. I think I'm able to change it. I don't know how though. I was able to change it at one point. Either way, yeah, it pops up behind me. It's kind of cool. Let's get into the shorts. Let's do that. Let's do it. I'm genuinely confused how she's still making content. Genuinely confused. Like genuinely confused.
Hey Grandpa, what's this weird game on Roblox?
What? Which game?
It just came back.
What game? What game's that?
Grandpa?
Breaking Story 2? Is that? Oh no, Breaking Story.
It's the game. Hey Grandpa,
The Breaking Story. Breaking Story is OG. It was OG.
He's watching you in Dead Rails, and you should run. This player
Bro, this is the most obvious green screen of all time.
is dangerous, and he will get what he wants. He will chase you.
Okay.
He will find you. And worst.
So, editing mistake here. As you can see, this guy was not smart enough to, you know, I don't know, maybe remove the house from showing in between his body. Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? Why is it switching to that screen? That's crazy. But, from here, do you guys see it? Like the house going through his body right now? That's not supposed to happen. Bro's editing is, it's not good. It's not good.
And worst of all, hack your game. Players have no way to escape. He followed me and hacked me. The lobby,
Dude,
hacked.
what?
The mountain, hacked. My friends, hacked. Nothing felt safe anymore. Every server I joined, he was there. He's watching.
Favorite YouTuber? Where am I? Lana, right? Okay. This is me, right? Oh. This one's me, right? Oh. They must have, like, misspelled my name or something. Maybe, yeah, maybe this is me, but they misspelled my name, maybe. Yeah. Probably. Bro, are we really still on this trend? No, the trend's dead. We're not, no. Me running out of class on the final day of school. Knowing damn well I'm coming back in 3 months. Real. Real. Like, real.
2025
Just got even crazier.
Part 28. So guys, we have officially reached the future because the USA
Louis, thank you
will
for
no
the sub.
longer be making pennies by 2026, making it the end of a
It's about time, bro. Who uses pennies?
coin that has been here since 1793. But don't worry, the existing pennies you do have will still be usable, but it is sad because RIP to the penny, you will be missed. Next,
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
Wait, what other coins does the US have? Is it just pennies? They have?
Earth just hit $1 billion, which is a lot of money. And he also just broke a world record because he became the youngest self-made billionaire at just 27 years old.
That's
and the
crazy.
Fact that he's a YouTuber is just so cool. Finally, I always see memes about these standing seats, but I never really thought they would become a
Bro,
thing.
please no. Please no.
Well, in 2026, apparently some low-cost airlines in Europe are looking at replacing some economy seats with these 45
No, like why, dude? Like why?
5-degree angle seats. So, will you be riding the standing?
Okay, you can change the seat to that, but at least like it's got to be at least like $50. I think $50 or less, and I'll do that.
Seats in 2026? 2020.
Look, it's only one. It's only
Dead
one,
Rails
guys.
added aimbot. To get started, all you need is
Aimbot.
the Egg Slinger class and the Armored Train. But first, I had to keep hatching my eggs till an outlaw popped out. Then I had
Okay.
him control the turret ready for action, but I wasn't
You could do that?
satisfied with one. I needed a whole army of them to make this train the ultimate aimbot machine.
Whoa.
Finally, my army was complete. I had 8 outlaws on turrets and 1 with a cannon.
This is some unemployed activities. Yeah.
My first stop was a town with zombies. I had to test if this was going to work, and to my surprise, it absolutely destroyed everything in sight. I didn't even have to do anything.
What?
I had aimbot. Since that was a cakewalk for my army, I went to go test this somewhere more challenging. We needed something that could be tough enough to stand a chance against us. The big old Nikola Tesla himself. Quickly he came charging
Okay.
towards me, but then my army started to light him up with the aimbot. There was so many bullets being shot, there was no way he could stand a chance against this. But that's
Nah,
when
he's
it all
standing a
went bad.
chance.
The turrets had ran out of ammo, and then the boss got stuck on
Oh.
the back of my train. So quickly I found a way to get back inside to help the outlaws escape. I had to pick up the turrets so they could get back on their feet. Then they started to use their weapons to attack him.
Right.
Charge! They started to mess him up so bad the boy fell on his back tasting the sand. But there was still one more outlaw I almost forgot to release, so I took him off.
Cannonball.
Then off he went to press Nikola Tesla. The first thing he did was
Bro,
jump
these
on
guys are not defeating him, bro.
his head. He couldn't do a thing to the outlaw. He was just getting free headshots while the boss desperately tried to get his hands on him. Then another outlaw stepped in. He tried to help take Nikola Tesla down, but he just got squashed like a bug. Now it was up to the final outlaw, and
Come
with
on.
one final shot, he did it.
Yo, no way his health went from this to this with one outlaw.
This wasn't the last guest. It was the last outlaw. Maybe someone should make a story on him in the future. If
True.
Here are
True,
the
true,
rarest
true.
animals on Earth, so you'll never see any of these. So the Sayola, also called the Asian
Okay.
unicorn, hasn't been seen in 12 years. There's thought to just be a few remaining in the
Sayola.
mountains of Vietnam, hiding away. Similarly, the
Okay.
Ilipika is a Chinese bunny that hasn't been seen in 10 years, as there's just a handful thought to remain. A prehistoric fish called the coelacanth was thought to be extinct for 66 million years until it was rediscovered
Well,
in
how? Oh, wait, never mind.
1938 off the coast of South Africa, somehow surviving history, but it's very rarely seen. The vaquita is the world's rarest
Yeah, like
marine animal.
imagine. I say imagine, but imagine trying to find like a rare animal, dude. That must be so hard.
Only 8 remaining off of the northern Gulf of California, and it's set to become extinct unless illegal fishing nets are banned from that region. There are currently only 2 northern white rhinos left on Earth, both of which are female, which means the species is fundamentally extinct. However, scientists actually used IVF to create embryos in an effort to save them, so there's a chance science can turn it around. But finally,
Okay,
the
that's
Stressman's
good.
bristlefront bird, which lives in Brazil, is apparently the only one remaining on Earth, and thus set to become extinct as soon as it passes away.
I
You
mean,
hate to
it
see
just looks like a normal bird, but I mean, I could be wrong though.
it. Here are the
I
rare.
could be wrong.
Throwback to when Mr. Beast posted this nearly 24-hour video where he counts to 100,000, and then some
He was
dude in the comments
dedicated.
just said, "Gonna report this video for nudity so that people working at YouTube have to watch the whole thing." What an absolute menace. Unfortunately,
Oh, that's crazy.
though, I'm pretty sure YouTube has a system where they can just automatically detect things that are against guidelines, but it was 8 years ago, so back
24 hours. They have to review 24 hours of footage.
then it might have been different. If that is the case, God bless the YouTube employee who had to go through all of that.
That is kind of. What? That's crazy. What? That's kind of wild.
A woman inserted her access card to lift the barrier gate to the building so she could pass through. However, it didn't seem to work no matter how many times she tried. She
This is literally Temu Zach Films, dude.
looked around for the guard, hoping for assistance, but the guard was nowhere to be found.
Adam, thank you for the
Growing
sub.
impatient and in a hurry, she decided to climb over the barrier gate. Just as she was midway, the gate suddenly lifted, pinning her awkwardly against the wall. Fortunately, a passerby noticed her and helped her down to
Bro, she's overreacting, bro. It can't be that bad. It's not like you're being crushed alive.
safety.
Like, the thing doesn't go all the way back, you know? Bro's on his Nintendo Switch, that's kinda crazy.
He was punched in the head so hard, he saw a flash of white, and he soon realized his vision had changed. Curved objects started to look pixelated, and tap water seemed to flow in jagged lines. Everywhere he looked, he saw complex mathematical patterns, even though he hated math before. And without any training, he began drawing detailed geometric shapes. The attack had turned him into a math genius, and he went on to teach all over the world. He was
I mean, the frame I just paused on. Oh my gosh, what is going on here, dude? Holy.
Hey, you.
No.
Roblox's most useless feature has finally got an update, and for the first time ever, I may use it. That's because Roblox has significantly changed the way the block button works. And you're probably wondering,
there's
a block button in Roblox? I know, this is all news to me too. Previously, the block button would just make
Wait, you didn't know there was a block button in Roblox?
so that whoever you block is muted inside your game. If you are getting harassed to the point where you need to block someone on Roblox, chances are muting them is not enough. But that changes today, because if you now block players on Roblox, they will no longer be able to see anything on your profile. This includes your bio, the groups you're in, your join date, the games that you have created,
that's cool.
your avatar items, badges.
Yeah, they need that's a good thing, because they're gonna stalk you, you know?
He illegally entered the cockpit of an empty plane.
Yo,
and took
what?
to the skies. He was a baggage handler for the airline and had no formal pilot training. Air traffic controllers were told the plane was stolen and contacted him over the radio.
Whoa.
For over an hour,
That ain't
he
good.
performed daring stunts, including
Yo, if he could fly the whole airplane, that props to him, dude.
rolls, while air traffic controllers pleaded with him to land safely. Eventually, he crashed the plane on a remote island to avoid hurting any innocent people.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe that's like, I don't know, like what, $40 million down the drain? But I mean, still, lifetime experience, you know?
Perfectly Named People Part 2. So
Perfectly
back in
named.
2011, when a hawk chick fell from its nest and landed on the concrete in downtown Portland, Oregon, and suffered a leg injury, thankfully a police officer was close by and put the hawk in a box and took it to a local animal clinic where the hawk made a full recovery. But the officer that found the bird and put it in the box was literally named Officer McCager Bird. That really shows you how small the world is, because the fact that the first officer to find the bird is literally named McCager Bird has to be one of the most legendary stories I've ever heard of. The chances of this are literally 1 in a billion. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
I tried every bad kids toy I could find. Don't try this at home.
Whoa.
So I was scouring eBay and I came across some of my old personal favorites like the Easy Bake Oven, Tickle Me Elmo, and Moon Shoes.
Tickle Me Elmo, bro, what?
One thing led to another and my house ended up looking like a Toys R Us before bankruptcy. I started off playing with the Tickle Me Elmo, which was banned for saying suggestive things, and after taking care of that, I tried blow pens, which were banned because people were ingesting
Galaxy, David the Sub.
Some of these toys were pretty wild, so I had to take them outside, like the Splash Water Rocket toy, which could really do some damage, and the Sky Dancer, which I could see why they wouldn't want kids playing with these.
Those kind of look fun, though. I'm gonna be honest, they look fun.
I'm not quite sure how the Easy Bake Oven is legal, but it's made of all plastic and gets really hot, and then the Moon Shoes are just a sprained ankle.
Okay, literally no microwave should be getting hot. I mean, no toy microwave should be getting hot.
Waiting to happen. Now, some toys like the fidget spinner and the slap bracelets, they definitely need to bring back, but by far the worst toy of them all that should definitely remain banned is this Teletubby toy that's—
And Teletubbies are so creepy, dude. They are like cursed.
some pretty nasty things. So go watch the full video.
They are cursed, bro.
So by now.
Second jockey.
So by now,
Okay.
5 of
The dump.
All right. Top 5 spin pizza. Whoa. Yo, this is probably one of the things that are gonna make me laugh, bro. Hey. Dog. Whoa. Okay, that deserves 3. Yo. It walks off like nothing happens. Honorable mention. Wait, is bro getting stuck in the laundry machine? What is that? What is that, a furnace? He's spinning, dude.
A mayor of a small town suddenly announced that no one was allowed to die unless they had already bought a grave in the local cemetery.
Yo, what? What do you mean? Hey, you can't die yet, bro. You gotta buy the grave in the cemetery, dude.
The town had run out of burial space, and with no land to expand, officials figured the easiest fix was to ban death itself.
Ban death. You wanna ban dying. That's crazy.
The rule stated that anyone who died without a grave would be severely punished, though it was unclear how one could punish the dead.
How are you gonna punish them? Dude, what? Holy, thank you for the subs. Appreciate it.
The
Eternal.
townsfolk,
I'll learn
of
all.
course,
I don't understand
went
that. I'm
into
sorry.
full survival mode, hoping not to be punished. A mayor...
Interesting. Like, you can't
Here's how
ban
to
death.
know if you have a stalker. First, make sure you're not just paranoid. If they're constantly messaging you,
Stalker?
they might just like you. If they're also giving you gifts, they might just be really into you. I swear, if this is another homemade mixtape. But if you also
I don't understand. Like, having a stalker is kind of crazy, but like, surely there's not much like stalkers though.
following you,
Like,
then you're not just special. You're probably a target. But to protect yourself, you also
for
need
someone to
know
be a stalker, they gotta be dedicated to stalking you.
what kind of stalker.
They gotta be
you're
dedicated.
doing. First, there's a public figure stalker, someone you don't even know. Then there's a private stranger stalker.
Do any of you guys stalk me? Like, maybe some people stalk me.
Someone
Never
you
thought
cross
about that.
paths with. Next are acquaintance stalkers, someone you know from work or school. Finally, the most dangerous type, the intimate stalker, someone you've been involved with romantically.
Stop calling me. It was just one date.
But I love
Oh, that's crazy.
Regardless of which stalker you're dealing with, here's how to keep yourself safe. First, block them and cut off all communication.
Yeah, block 'em.
Next, document everything. Take screenshots and write a timeline of events. And
Yeah.
finally, wait, what was that?
Bro, open the door like that. Wow. Awesome, guys. Cool. Thank you for the sub.
My skin is so...
People cannot tell time. Let me explain.
Wait, what?
Well,
What do you mean?
The traditional analog clock that we all have seen before is becoming less and less popular. And one of the main reasons why is because people simply just can't read them anymore.
Wait. How much? Okay, hold on. Quick test real quick. How much of you guys can read an analog clock?
For instance, 2,000 people in the UK were asked if they could read a traditional analog clock. Well, 1 out of 6 people said they struggled to tell the time on the clock. And from people not being able to read analog clocks, it was actually reported that many schools in the UK actually got—
Yo, there is a good amount of people in chat that don't know how to do it. Wait, that's crazy.
rid of analog clocks in classrooms and test rooms and were replaced by digital clocks, simply due to the fact that people just can't read them as well anymore. So if you guys can read an analog clock, good job. You're special.
I know there's like smartwatches and stuff. I have like an analog watch and stuff like that, so I know how to just read the time on the top of my head.
What Roblox games do you actually
I use both digital and analog.
enjoy playing? Some of you might like playing Block Tales, and I get
What's that?
Now, I'll admit
What's
it,
Block
the game
Tales?
has been pretty overrated. Since
Cooks VR, thank you for the
everyone
sub.
kinda disglazes it. But you have to admit, it is a much needed breath of fresh air from Roblox's front page. And the battle system, along with the unique characters, really makes it stand out. Plus,
Yeah.
Demo 4 is coming out very soon, which I'm excited for. You might also enjoy playing Work at a Pizza Place, and I'm sure
Work at a
every
Pizza
one
Place
of you
is fun,
played it at least
with
once.
friends.
Now, on the surface, it might seem kind of boring, but it is a pretty nice and chill game where you make pizzas and decorate your house. Or maybe if you're bored, you can do some silly things. What Roblox
Like burn
games
the pizza. Burn the pizza, yeah.
Here's how long it takes to create an episode of famous shows.
Okay.
So a single episode of hand-drawn animated shows like Family Guy and SpongeBob can take up to 10 months to complete.
10 months for one episode?
So every episode is worked on concurrently to ensure that they can meet deadlines.
Wait, 10 months per episode is crazy work.
Meanwhile, shows that leverage computer animation like South Park famously only take 6 days and sometimes less to generate an entire episode. Friends, being filmed in front of a live studio audience, is generally created in about 5 hours, so the scripting and screenwriting can add an additional
okay, 5 hours is beautiful.
Additional few weeks, while shows like Game of Thrones take about 200 days to complete a single episode.
200 days?
Optimize for weather conditions and build out the intricate sets. A standard Hollywood movie.
Build the intricate sets. Bro, you showed a picture of a whole town. Holy smokes, dude.
Sets. A standard Hollywood movie takes about 1.5 years to complete,
yeah.
Unless your Boyhood, which took 12 years to create, or The Other Side of the Wind, that took 48 years.
48 years?
Most anime episodes take about 2 months to complete, although some shows like Attack on Titan can stretch to a full year for one episode. And finally, Saturday Night Live, contrary to popular belief, takes 6 days to complete an entire episode. Pretty cool, right?
That's pretty cool.
As he reached for his money, a note slipped through claiming that someone was trapped inside. News outlets ran with the story, reporting that a man was somehow stuck in the ATM.
Maybe it's
the story
just a prank.
spread like wildfire,
Probably just a prank,
with many
you know?
speculating if it was even possible for someone to fit in such a tiny space. When police arrived, they did find the man, but he was actually trapped in a maintenance room behind the ATM, not in the machine itself. He went in to repair it when the door got stuck behind him, and with no phone to call for help, he wrote notes and slipped them through the receipt slot.
Okay, but where'd you get the paper and pen? Like, and also you should have your phone on you all times, but okay.
Imagine showing up at a funeral not because you knew the person, but because it's your job to cry loudly and dramatically.
You go to the funeral. Wait, what?
That's the world of professional mourners. They are hired to wail emotionally and bring drama, comfort, and cultural depth to ceremonies, turning farewells into full-blown performances. It's not just about pretending to be sad. It's about honoring tradition, supporting families, and creating a powerful final tribute.
Bro, what? Why are they dancing? Why are they doing full-on backflips? Imagine the guy on the stage is announcing your dead body, and then this guy starts hitting a backflip and starts crying like that. That's crazy, dude.
Some call it weird or fake, but for others, it's a soulful, ancient art of saying goodbye. Imagine—
And people pay for them to do that, bro. What?
You know, there's an island—
I'm going crazy, dude. I must be going crazy.
If I gave you 1 trillion Robux, how would you even spend it?
Yo, thank you for the sub.
Oh. You start by going to the avatar shop and you search—
1 trillion? I would convert to DevX immediately. 1 trillion of Robux is like— how much is that in real life? I forgot.
for the most expensive items. You begin buying every—
That'd probably be like 10 mil. 10 mil, maybe IRL.
Right. An hour goes by and you—
Wait, no, way more than 10 mil. 100 mil. 100 mil IRL, I think.
At all. But when you check your account, you realize that you're still at 900 billion Robux.
Oh!
That barely made a dent. So you go even bigger. You contact the owner of the biggest ever Roblox game, Bloxfruits. You make the offer to buy their game. So they give you a price of $1 billion. Surely that must—
$1 billion. Okay, wait, it's not 100 million. It's more than 100 million. Wait, $1 billion. So realistically, 1 trillion Robux is $4 billion IRL.
Must be enough, right? So with DevX, you convert your 900 billion Robux into real-life dollars, and you make the purchase. However, when you check your account, you're still left with $2.1 billion or 600 billion Robux.
Yo, that's crazy.
You're not even halfway. You even start feeling guilty for spending all this money on yourself. Isn't being rich supposed to make you happy? But all of a sudden, you hatch the perfect idea. You scroll through a player list and find a kid with a 600 billion Robux game pass.
Oh yeah. No, I would just go on a donation spree. Give everyone Robux, you know what I mean? You know how cool that would be? Help out the community, that'd be fire.
fun. With a smile on your face, you hit purchase, knowing that you're about to change someone's life forever. You start to realize that the best way to spend money is to make someone smile.
Yeah. Moral of the story, guys. That's the moral of the story.
There's a new debate on the internet. Let me explain. So it seems like every year on the internet, there's a new huge controversial debate. Well, in 2025, we got our new debate. Because for the past week, there's been thousands of people uploading videos asking if 100 men or one gorilla would win in a fight. Well, it's went so viral.
Realistically speaking, who do we think is winning? The gorilla or 100 men?
That it's caught the attention of experts, and here's their answer. If we say the gorilla is an average adult silverback gorilla, they're already around 9 times stronger than the average human, and they can even lift over 1,700 pounds. Also, I can't leave out that they have a bite force that is twice as strong as a lion, and they can run up to 25 miles per hour.
100 men. Personally, I think it's the gorilla. Personally, I think the gorilla wins that. Do you know? Okay, let's say one man, right, goes up to the gorilla. You're getting absolutely destroyed. Maybe 10 can surround it. Maybe. 100 people can't attack it at once, though.
And given this info, if you were to put 100 average men in an open field with no weapons versus one singular silverback gorilla, and almost all claims the silverback gorilla will win.
I'm telling you guys.
But the ultimate test, Mr. Beast, you know what to do.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, get to it. Get to it, Mr. Beast.
Draw a line across a circle, then add a ball that will move across it back and forth. Keep adding lines, cutting the circle into a pie. Next, add a moving ball
thank you for the sub.
each line. Each ball starts at a different angle, following its own path. But when they all move at once, a spinning circle appears inside, even though each ball moves in a straight line. Draw a line.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen before. That's kind of cool.
Which video lost me the most subscribers? So I've lost nearly 4 million subscribers since the channel's inception, but it had me thinking what type of content pushes the most people away. Before that though, I wanted to see what videos gained me the most subscribers, and it was actually a video titled I Found Every Hidden YouTube Secret that gained 61,000 subscribers from a single video, while the short that gained the most was titled How I Solved the Craziest GeoGuessr Mystery that gave me nearly 28,000 subscribers.
That's pretty good.
Videos alone nearly gave me a silver play button. It was time to reverse track here and check out the worst videos, which in the short form wasn't actually that bad, only losing 1,000 subscribers from a short ironically titled If You Smile at This Video You Have to Subscribe, but by far
you lost. Okay, I can see how that goes, because people would just subscribe and unsubscribe immediately.
The video in which I lost the most subscribers was ironically the same video in which I gained the most subscribers. I Found Every Hidden YouTube Secret that lost me 15,000 subscribers. I don't know why that video is so polarizing, but if you're still here, shout out to you.
That's cool.
Imagine a town where people live underground,
my gosh, bro.
not because of a zombie apocalypse, but to escape the burning desert heat. Here, people live, shop, eat, party, and even go to church underground. The homes are dug into rock, 2 to 6 meters deep, and stay cool and quiet all year round. Inside, they have everything a normal home has: comfy rooms, electricity, and furniture. There's even an underground hotel to entertain tourists from around the world.
Pause. Yo, we're not gonna ignore that. What was that? What was my guy doing on the bed? Hey, yo. What? That's kind of crazy. That was so unexpected, dude. Your favorite survivor in Forsaken Your Curse. Sure. I like the Shadletsky. Is Shadletsky in the game? Yeah. Your hatred comes to life. Okay, cool. Hey, kid. Yo, I think the sad kid thing is fake. I think there was just rumors of it.
Stop chasing me! Mom, this scary man kept following me.
Don't worry, honey, it's just a hungry homeless.
Why would he choose me?
Yo, what?
Mom, I'm going to school.
Okay, honey.
Actually, it was a hard exam. Ava, why is he...
I don't know what these videos are about anymore.
Staring at you. He is just a weird man. Class open page.
Bro, if a 40-year-old unemployed man on the streets is following you everywhere you go, call the police, dude.
26. Do you need anything? I don't know him, teacher. Enough is enough. If he wants food, I'll buy him. I will take this bread for the stupid.
Huh? If he wants some food, I'll buy him. What do you mean?
Him. I will take this bread for the stupid homeless.
Didn't I tell you to stop chasing her?
I just want to see my daughter too.
He is my father.
There's a secret you have to know about your mom.
Like and subscribe and comment to tell me the real secret about my family.
Okay, cool.
Ballerina cappuccina. Me.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, bro. Look at the content she's making though.
Ballerina cappuccina.
I'm gonna try using AI to.
Oh my gosh, I've seen this everywhere, and now it's IRL. Look at that. That's an accurate representation.
It's raining tacos.
That's accurate. That's accurate.
What if Roblox just...
Also, it's an image. It's an image. And this is like getting like
kids. Most likely
likes.
People are going to be happy, since without kids being allowed on Roblox, things might improve. For example, the chat filter doesn't have to censor everything you say anymore.
David the sub, Brazil.
Thinking about it sounds like a good deal. But another thing is that tons of games will lose their players. Now, because a large amount of kids play on Roblox, lots of popular games are made for those types of players. Games like Brookhaven, a role-playing game for
if Roblox banned kids, Roblox would crash.
To play pretend.
That's just how it is.
Simulators because of flashy lights and numbers going up. And
why do you guys think Grow a Garden is so popular?
Kid from the platform.
You think the average 20-year-old is playing it besides Creepcraft? But do you think the average 20-year-old is playing it? No, not really.
Those games will likely be dead within days, so Roblox might not even survive because those popular games are making them tons of money. What if Roblox just
because bots? Well, Roblox did a ban wave, and surprisingly, Grow Garden didn't actually go down in CCU, but PetSim and Bubblegum did.
Came across the worst named restaurant ever. It's called Bros Meat. I mean, just imagine trying to tell your friend that's where you want to eat.
Dude,
That's crazy.
craving Bros Meat right now.
Hold on.
That is wild. What?
Times
Now, who thought that was a great idea, though?
Calendar dates were just truly bizarre. So we are currently living in some rare times. Well, us Americans are at least, who go by the month, day, year format. And because of this, for the next 10 days, the numbers line up in a sequence that can be read the same way as forward and backward.
Wait, what?
Which is very rare and a pretty cool thing to see.
Wait, it can? Wait, let me see. It can be the rate read the same. So wait, 52025, 52025. Whoa! 52725, 52725. Oh, I see. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense.
And backward, which is very rare and a pretty cool thing to see. And that got me thinking, what are some other rare calendar dates that us humans have lived through? Like, you guys know when it's 11/11 and you guys say, make a wish. Well, when it was November 11th, 2011, at 11/11, there was a literal wedding boom where couples all over the world were getting married at exactly 11/11 on 11/11/11 for good luck. And also around the world, many mothers were counting down the clock and had their babies exactly at 11/11, 11/11/11 for good luck again.
Yeah, W. 11/11/11/11.
Here are two world records that would be surprisingly easy for you to beat. If you had to guess what the world record is for the most t-shirts a person has worn at one time, it's more than 10, it's more
36.
More than 15, but it's probably not as many as you think. Last year, this fellow from Canada
50?
managed to get 260 t-shirts on his
That is way more than I think. 260?
body with the help of some friends. But that seems kind of low to me. Like, you could probably beat that if you got some super thin
Dude, look at my guy. Can he even breathe?
shirts and spent a few days planning. It's not like beating the fastest mile record where you'd have to train your whole life to beat the record of 3 minutes and 43 seconds. I was also surprised to see my alma mater, Purdue University, announce that a professor put all 118 elements of the periodic table in order from a bag of shuffled tiles in the world record time of 8 minutes and 36 seconds.
You could definitely beat that. You can definitely beat that. I don't know what Guinness World Records is anymore. They have the most random records, dude.
Which seems beatable. Like, someone from our micronation could do it faster than that, right?
Yo, thank you, Porch, for the sub.
Here are two...
Yeah, okay, I see
They
it.
implanted a microphone in its ear, a transmitter in its skull,
Whoa.
and a wire in its fur. Then they spent years training the cat to listen to human conversations. The sound would be transmitted through the wire and picked up by spies.
Yo, it's a spy cat.
Waiting nearby. When it was finally ready for its mission, they released it near a Soviet embassy, hoping to eavesdrop. But just moments later, it was run over by a taxi, putting an end to the $20 million operation.
Bro, what? That's so sad. Bro, the cat was about to cook. And I thought the cat has 9 lives though.
Dad, can I get some?
These are some YouTubers.
Wait, what?
Dad, can I get some Roblox?
No!
These are some YouTubers that are permanently banned from YouTube. So Steve Will Do It was banned after accidentally failing to blur the URL to Stake, a gambling site which is against YouTube's TOS.
Oh yeah, no gamble.
Bad as It's Owen, a YouTuber that leveraged Technoblade's death for clickbait by falsifying his last words and final moments.
Yeah, but that's messed up.
Similarly, Leafy was banned for bullying after posting various thumbnails and titles centered around harassing Pokimane. J-Station was banned for faking his girlfriend's death.
Wait, they actually YouTube actually banned these people?
Common practice on the platform, but after it was revealed he was lying, he got banned by YouTube. Cobby Lame was permanently banned for re-uploading his videos onto the platform, except it was a fan account, so they didn't actually own the videos.
Okay, but well that makes sense. I was about to say, because re-uploading your content onto YouTube is fine.
Similarly, Cologne Sarhana, an Indonesia channel, was banned for re-uploading other people's videos, although somehow his channel still exists on YouTube. Various right-wing commentators like Alex Jones, Gavin McInnes, Steven Crowder, and Andrew Tate are banned for alleged hate speech. And finally, Super Jojo was
you're allowed to make clips of anyone, right, and upload them. But if it's straight content, if it's like the video straight up just stolen, then then it becomes a problem,
permanently banned for blatantly copying Cocomelon. Pretty cool, right?
That's pretty cool. Tanessa, thank you for the sub.
Have you seen this Roblox game? So it's called Every Roblox Player, and
A college basketball team was traveling for a game when their plane crashed shortly after takeoff, killing all 29 people on board. The entire team perished, except for one player who had stayed behind due to ankle injury. However, just 2 weeks later, he and his brother were killed in a car accident caused by a drunk driver. A twist of fate had saved him from one tragedy, only to lead him to another. In the end,
I have a feeling that these stories just aren't real. Canal, thank you for the sub. There's no way these stories are actually real, dude.
I went to a 5-star restaurant inside the New York City subway. So there's a Michelin-star restaurant called Noksu in the 34th Street subway station in New York City, which is inside of this unassuming black door that requires a password to get in. Now, 1 hour before your reservation, they text you the code to get in, and so I reluctantly entered it, unsure truly what was on the other side, fully expecting to be kidnapped. However, upon opening the door, there was actually curtains in front of me, and then behind it, as promised, a beautiful Japanese-Korean restaurant. The menu was fixed, and it was a 9-course seafood-focused experience with wine pairings and a variety of fresh fish, and it was absolutely insane. And honestly, you couldn't even hear the subway carts or people outside of the restaurant, despite it being, again, in the bottom of the New York City subway.
Maybe noise isolation.
Ironically, it ended up being one of the most enjoyable experiences I had at a restaurant. After paying the bill, which admittedly was a lot, you leave the restaurant.
Wait, how much was the bill? How much was the bill? One miso charged $15. King crab is $42. Japanese Wagyu is $152. What? That is crazy.
Admittedly was a lot. You leave the restaurant, which is crazy because you get slapped back right into reality when you're entering back into the New York subway with the rats. But overall, what a crazy experience. So what's the moral?
That's insane, bro. That's a lot of money. What's up, Q-Fog?
This frog swallows its own fertilized eggs, sending them straight into its stomach.
Okay.
But instead of digesting them, its body shuts off stomach acid, turning the belly into a protective nursery. Inside, the embryos develop safely, feeding off their yolk sacs as they grow into tiny frogs. After several weeks, the mother begins to vomit, and one by one, the fully formed froglets crawl out of her mouth.
That's kind of, I don't know, man. It's kind of nasty, to be honest.
Fishermen who caught wild things, part 5. So just
Wild
recently, a man in
things, okay.
Turkey was fishing on a lake when he threw out his fishing net. Well, when he pulled his fishing net back in, he found the tip of a trident and immediately contacted experts from a local museum. Well, they believe it's an object that dates back to the Roman period. From this, many people online are saying this is Poseidon's trident and this man is the chosen one, while many people online are confused.
Is bro actually the chosen one?
Because they think it could quite literally just be a gardening tool, but who knows?
No, it's definitely a gardening tool. It is most definitely.
However, even though it might look like it, experts are confident that this is a real trident from the Roman period, and the fact that he just caught this while fishing is absolutely wild. All this before GTA 6.
All this before GTA 6.
I made a follower edit 2.
That scared me, dude. What? Okay, what's up?
I made a follower edit 2 years ago, and today I'm gonna see what they look like now. What has Dusty Noodles been up to? I ain't never vote, but I got so many presidents in my pocket. I don't know.
Oh, wait, that's actually kind of cool. Going back and seeing what their avatars looks like now.
But yes. What's up with Sophia? She's got a gun on her shirt. Next one, we got Batty, the cold one. Oh, I think they got banned. This person had a default avatar, so I'm curious to see if they got some Robux. They did.
Oh, yeah, their avatar looks better now.
And they got a boyfriend. Congrats on the boyfriend. I can't wait to see what Fruit Loop looks like. Whoa.
Vanilla Bean has a VTuber avatar, right? She's like mainly the avatar now.
The glow up, you could say it's pretty sick.
And I'm skipping because of that. I'm sorry, I gotta skip because of that.
3 reasons why Korea is literally living in the future.
That is so smart!
First, it's totally okay to be a messy eater in Korea because many stores sell these magic stain removing pen erasers. If you got ketchup, coffee, or kimchi juice on your shirt.
Bro, I need that. I need that.
Just grab the eraser pen, brush it onto the stain, and boom, the stain is gone in seconds like it never even happened.
What?
Second, in Korea, many trains come with transformable seats, and if you love to yap, this one's for you. If you've ever been on a train with your friends or family and couldn't keep the conversation going because of the seating arrangement, you'll get it. These seats literally rotate, so you can turn them around and keep yapping your little heart out during the whole ride.
Bro, why are genuinely, why are these things not, like, do not exist?
Lastly, Korea takes accessibility seriously, even on escalators. Many escalators in Korea are equipped with a feature that allows people in wheelchairs to ride safely. With the press of a button, 4 steps flatten into a single platform, making it smooth and secure. There's also a safety guard and an attendant ready to assist if needed.
That's pretty cool.
In some desert regions, car stunts have become a popular part of local culture, especially among young people looking to show off their skills and impress their friends during
what is bro doing, dude? What is he doing?
social gatherings.
Samuel, take the sub.
In this stunt, drivers tilt a moving car onto 2 wheels. While the car stays balanced, passengers climb out through the window and change the tires on the side that's in the air. It takes a lot of skill, control, and teamwork to do this safely.
Okay, interesting. I don't think that's better? Really, warming up when cold, cooling down when hot. The warming up when cold gives you like those like nice shivers, but then again, cooling down when you're hot is I think is better.
Oh, that's a good one. I always love when I warm up after being cold, because being warm or hot is more enjoyable.
I think cooling down. I think cooling down here
than being cold. So like when you throw on a blanket,
it's easier. No, warming up is harder than cooling down. What are you talking about? Just take a fan and you're cooling down immediately. But warming up takes a little bit.
Or something in a really cold room. It's the best feeling.
Finally peeing, finally pooping. I think I think pooping.
Mostly peeing. It's such a relief. It feels more dangerous to hold in pee than poop.
I think pooping here.
Oh,
sneezing or yawning? You know when you get the right yawn? That's always really good. But then the good sneeze is sneezing, I think.
Sneeze is a top 5 feeling you can have. Just like clears your entire airway. I love yawning too, but sneezes are rare, so I appreciate them more. Ooh. I'd say a shave.
Haircut or shave?
Feels better than a haircut. Because like unruly hair isn't the worst look, but unkept facial hair looks really bad. Especially what's on like your neck and stuff. I don't like cracking.
Cracking knuckles or crack. Oh yeah, I don't crack my knuckles either. Cracking back.
Any of my bones. I don't get how people do that. It just feels so wrong.
I'd rather crack my back. Well, not crack it, but at least like, you know.
Fresh sheets or fresh socks?
Fresh sheets.
Socks?
Fresh
Who cares
sheets.
that much about fresh socks? I mean, I love clean socks, but I haven't like consciously thought about it like that. Sheets is great though. You have like the best sleep after clean ones.
Yep.
And then
making someone laugh, getting a compliment. I think getting compliments were rare, right? So maybe getting a compliment.
Oh, definitely a compliment. I feel like laughs are pretty cheap, but like compliments can stick for a while. What feels?
Yeah, exactly.
This might be the smallest Lego.
What does?
How long does it take for items to despawn? If you're a Minecraft veteran, you're
5 minutes.
A massive tree fell.
Massive? Wait, chat. Did he just say massive?
And you know what else is massive?
And pinned a man's leg beneath it. He had been cutting down trees in the
roll it
middle of the
over.
woods and was completely trapped. An hour passed and he realized that
You're just being a crybaby, dude. Just roll the tree. Roll the tree.
Rescue was unlikely. Using a pocket knife, he made deep cuts through his skin
No!
and enduring unimaginable pain. He used the blade to sever tendons and nerves and even had to break his own bone. After freeing himself, he crawled back to—
Why? That hurts me. Why does it hurt me? Bro, why?
To his tractor and drove to the nearest road. There, he was spotted and rushed to the hospital, where he eventually recovered.
Buddy, why? Dude, I would not do that.
Chicken jockey.
Kakalaka boom, thank you for the sub.
Who were born on the literal perfect day, part 2. So back in 2012, a couple welcomed their baby girl into the world who weighed 8 pounds and 9 ounces. Well, their baby girl was born on the date 10/11/12, and their baby girl was also born at 1:14, and in military time, that is 13.
Okay, well, the military time is a stretch, bro. Like 1:14, you stretch it like, yeah, that's just a little bit stretch. But I see 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
14. So the baby was literally 8 pounds, 9 ounces, and was born on the day 10/11/12.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A little bit of a stretch, yeah. I see it though, I see it.
13/14, making it one of the craziest coincidences of all time. Next, in 2015, a couple had their first baby girl born on August 25th, which shared the same birthday as their family dog. Well, in 2018, they had another baby girl who was born on August 25th. And in 2021, they had another baby girl who was also born on August 25th. And in 2024, they had another baby girl who was also born on August 25th.
4 baby girls? That's
crazy. This is honestly super cool.
That's on the same days.
Is it time for a Roblox movie? Because the Minecraft movie debuted—
Honestly, I don't see the use of a Roblox movie, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it.
This weekend, it has grossed over $300 million. And once again, that is just opening weekend.
To be fair though, most of that money, well, some of it at least, was from the memes that made it popular. For example, Chicken Jockey, I am Steve. You know, those type of memes, yeah.
So is it possible for Roblox to have some kind of cultural pull like the Minecraft movie did? Chicken jockey. Well, considering the fact that Roblox is played way more than Minecraft, especially with the younger generations, I could definitely see it working out. However, if we do get a Roblox movie, I pray it is not like those YouTube Shorts animated slops with like the generic background music that has been sped up by 2.5.
Oh yeah, we saw those.
Times. You know what I'm talking about. Because chances are, if Roblox had a movie adaptation, it would most likely be slop. Subscribe.
Yep. It's alright. It's alright how it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna take one for me.
Okay.
Can you help me think of a single movie that doesn't have a scene of someone eating?
A movie that doesn't have a scene of someone eating? Wait, that's a good question. What, like, I don't know. Wait, I don't know.
There are definitely movies that are entirely about food, but why is it that every single movie ever made includes a scene of someone randomly snacking? Every comedy movie, every fantasy, every sci-fi, even movies that aren't about humans.
Well, it wasn't in one of the scenes the lion just kind of ate,
will still show the characters chowing down.
Snow White? Like, doesn't Snow White literally bite an apple? Or am I going crazy?
Go through my library. In Vertigo, we meet the main girl at a restaurant. In Spirited Away, the parents famously turn into pigs at a buffet. You'd think that a movie like Doubt, that's about nuns confronting a priest, might get away with not having one, but here's Sister Aloysius pounding a pork chop. In real life, people only spend about 70 minutes a day eating, so why is it included in every single 2-hour movie? But if you can think of one that doesn't have a single scene of anyone eating or drinking, you'll be our hero and we will celebrate you.
I have no idea. Finding Nemo? Okay, hold up. Did they not, like, eat the
There's another fake
fish,
iPhone on the market.
The fish, per se?
Oh, tier list of things my dad would.
The dog was placed in a sack attached to the side.
Okay,
of the
bro, that's the
car,
most stupid
and it was just
idea
hanging
ever.
Above the road with its head sticking out. The bottom of the sack was clamped to the step.
That is not a great idea.
And the top was hooked to an open window. But car accidents usually meant the dog was toast.
Oh yeah, that would probably. Why don't you just put it inside? Crunchy. Like, there's no point.
Do you want to get an easy?
No.
Would you go back in time to do these things? This is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure that would have prevented World War II. There probably would have been like some butterfly effect where other leaders emerged.
Save the Titanic. Do we save the Titanic here? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get the movie, so that kind of stinks, but I'll save some people, sure.
Save the dinosaurs would be so cool.
I probably would. I like the idea of having like more megafauna around, but I want them on an island.
How would you save the dinosaurs, by the way? Like, literally how? There's a big meteor, but okay, either way, if you have the option to.
Roaming around everywhere. Maybe Australia.
Invent technology. Yo, you'd be so rich for inventing technology. Yeah.
I think it would be cool to be the guy to do it, but that would still require a lot from me, like to study up and stuff and how that works, and it's not really that interesting to me.
I would. Because if you're going back in time, you already have the knowledge that you know today, and so it's easier to invent the technology, you know what I mean?
So probably not. No.
Change your past? Nah. Some parts, maybe.
I don't think there's really anything I regret like that. I love my life right now. Not a celebrity, but I think it would be cool to meet Jesus. I'd probably like shadow him for a full year or something. Imagine
that'd be cool. Prevent World War I.
What am I gonna do? Save Archduke Franz Ferdinand? It would be clutch, but I don't think I have the capacity to assassinate a leader like that. Only if he was a baby.
That's the thing. Apple stocks? Yeah.
And, oh yeah. This is a no-brainer.
Or buy Bitcoin. Dude, if you bought like a few Bitcoin, dude, you would be rich. You would be rich.
How long would it take to count to 1 billion? So in a recent...
It took like a guy like 3 months to take to 1 million, right? So, like 60 years, I'm gonna estimate.
Video of mine, I talked about how a man counted out loud to the number 1 million. And
yeah.
It took him 89 whole days.
Which is 3 months. I'm saying 60 years here.
Which got me thinking, How long would it take to count
60
to 1
years.
billion? And is it even possible? Well, let's just say you were able to count every second of the day without sleeping, drinking, or eating, and it would be 1 billion seconds, so it would take over 31 years to count to 1 billion. However, this is physically impossible.
Yeah.
So, the realistic number, if you were to count 8 hours a day, and given how long it is to say each number...
Okay, well, 8 hours a day is not much, so... I'm still with 60 years.
It would only take 300 to 400 million years, so I better get started.
Cap! How did we go from 32 years to 300 million? That makes 0 sense.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 4... How?
That makes no sense.
Hello guys, a lot of you didn't.
Three things in Korea that just make sense.
Oh my god.
First, restaurants in
It makes me feel so bad about like why don't we have these things, dude?
Korea often serve freshly squeezed orange juice made right in front of you. A special machine automatically cuts, squeezes, and pours the juice into your cup, so you get fresh, delicious juice with 0 effort. Second, if you ever need cash but only have a card, Korea has cash vending machines that instantly dispense money when you pay with your card. No need to search for an ATM in an emergency. Lastly,
what if someone breaks that
Korea,
open though?
You can go to a coffee shop and a laundromat at the same time. These locations have a cozy cafe where you can relax while waiting for your laundry to finish in the laundromat section, making errands a little more enjoyable.
Well, I mean that's awesome though. That's awesome. Why are your shorts? Why are such bad shorts on your For You page, but not my fire shorts? Well, this is not my main account. I use a separate account to watch shorts, so my feed doesn't get infected with brain rot.
Happy Meal. One Happy Meal, please. You, Big Mac. I'm Big Mac.
Like this.
And for me,
get out of here. Your family is cold.
And like this.
Why does that woman keep following me?
And like this. And this. What are we doing here? You realize that people actually genuinely watch content like this, which is insane. How it feels playing a game that doesn't explain the controls? I wonder, what does the red button do? Whoa. Dude, that's sick. That's awesome. That's actually sick animation.
If you lit a cigarette on a spaceship, it would form a round blue flame, and it would just hover in place, feeding off whatever air was around it. If there was enough oxygen, the flame could suddenly flare up, spreading out in every direction. It would move in a slow, creeping sphere, sticking to surfaces and igniting them. Eventually, the fire could latch onto walls and air vents, and in an enclosed spacecraft, it could become deadly in seconds.
And that's why you don't smoke, okay? Don't do that.
If a passenger becomes
check it.
How a man's name made him become an internet sensation. So back in 2008, a man from Singapore went extremely viral when his identification card was spread across the internet because his name
Batman and Superman?
Batman Ben Superman, which translates to Batman, son of Superman. And his name was then turned into tons and tons of memes online. But the one problem was, many people thought this was just Photoshop and not real.
No,
that
that's
was until
real.
2013. Because in 2013, he was involved in some crime, and his real name was revealed. It really was Batman, son of Superman.
Batman Superman was jailed 2 years and 9 months for theft, housebreaking, and taking drugs. Batman stole his elder brother's ATM card and withdrew a total of $850.
Following
what? He did that? Yo! Having the name Batman and Superman in your name and doing a crime is crazy work.
Name just grew even bigger, but nowadays Batman Superman likes to keep things out of the public eye. How a man
I DM'd 100 companies to see if I could get anything for free. So riding the high of getting the same.
No, they would never, ever respond to me. Like
3 things
except for Roblox. Maybe Roblox loves
in Korea
me,
that just make sense.
Yeah, just makes sense, right? And then we have these shorts. Actually, surprisingly, this is like what, the 3rd anime girl short? It's not bad.
crocodile ripped through the tent, grabbing the man in its jaws.
Oh my
He screamed
gosh.
at his wife to protect their baby as he was dragged toward the water. But
Oh, that looks so painful. Wait. That looks painful. Look where he's being grabbed, bro. Ooh.
He screamed at his wife to protect their baby as he was dragged toward the water. But a
Oh,
grandmother
nah.
camping nearby heard his cries. She ran out and jumped onto the croc.
Yo, W Granny!
To let go and attack her instead. Her nose was smashed by its snout before it grabbed a hold of her arm.
Oh!
Finally, her son found his rifle and shot the creature 4 times. The crocodile died, and both its victims were airlifted to a hospital and fully recovered. The crocodile
Buddy, if the crocodile is doing that to you, you are not fully recovering. I'm sorry,
So
dude.
today is a very special day for multiple reasons. Number 1, count.
Okay.
Phew, got all of these fruits. Now it's
So
time.
everyone thinks will happen to grow what will happen to grow a garden now? Yo, genuine question. What's the point of grow a garden? Like, what's the end goal?
Teleport. It costs Robux now to teleport? Man, I'm just gonna walk. What the?
Okay.
What do you mean it now costs Robux to sell fruit? That's a complete scam.
Yeah.
And now it costs Robux to walk? What the heck? And
You gotta
now it costs
walk.
Robux to just stand here. Alright, I'm out of here. And now it costs Robux to leave the game. Phew, got all of these.
Imagine it costs Robux to leave. Get money, more money. But yeah, but what does the money give you though? Like, what's the point of getting money?
POV. Roblox players, we need to talk. Recently, TikTok showing Roblox games that let you see who reported you or viewed your profile have gone viral.
Oh
And
yeah,
the games
those
they
are
show
not
off
real.
Usually cost Robux to even get in.
Yo, I'm gonna search this game up, and if it's still up, this just proves Roblox moderation is bad. Please tell me this game's got taken down. So GAV and GAS. His user's up. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. Now is the game up? Is the game up? How much time did you spend playing the game? How much time did you spend playing the game? Yo. Oh my gosh. You're joking, dude. You're joking.
Into. The thing is, though, these games are all a scam. They're fake. There's no way to see who reported you or viewed your profile. Y'all are getting scammed. Roblox players, we...
Buddy,
Jake
what?
Paul thinks a woman repeatedly managed to board numerous commercial flights without a ticket. Not once, but over 20 times.
Wait, how?
She would quietly slip past security, follow big groups like she belonged there, grab random boarding passes, and board planes undetected. Nobody seemed to
Cap. Yo, Vaden, thank you for the sub.
notice the woman without a ticket and a passport. Although she was arrested and ordered to stay away from airports multiple times, she kept coming back like it was her favorite hangout. It turns out she was dealing with mental health struggles that made her believe she needed to keep flying.
Ninja, do you like the hat I'm using? What hat? Okay.
This is the most amazing thing I've seen all year. These unknown men drove to a business in a big van, and they dropped off a big box filled with money. They did it late at night when nobody was around so that the owner of the business would be surprised in the morning when he saw it. They even wore masks to hide their identity so that nobody would give them attention for the kind act.
So, right. We all know what's going on here, right?
Which is just so humble. I mean, this is just beautiful. Humanity needs more of this. This is the most...
We all know what's going on. Yeah, we all know what's going on. Weird facts about me. Okay. I moved houses 8 times. Wow. 8 times is crazy. I'm a germaphobe. What's a germaphobe? What is a germaphobe? A person with an extreme fear of germs and obsession with cleanliness. Oh. Okay. I see. I faint during needles. Okay. I can solve a Rubik's Cube. Okay, that's cool. I had a math tutor once. Okay. I can get car sick. I've never really got car sick. I've gotten the feelings sometimes, but I don't really get car sick. Never had a nosebleed. That's crazy. I've had a diary since I was 9.
Chicken jockey.
I had a diary since I was, well, yeah, no, I haven't had a diary. No, I haven't.
How waterproof is a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con?
I don't know.
A man was enjoying a peaceful swim in the lake when, out of nowhere, he felt a sharp tug on his manhood. Realizing he had been accidentally hooked by a nearby fisherman's line, he immediately shouted, "Do not pull."
Hey yo, wait, yo, what part is being pulled here? I got the part where he got hooked. I didn't know he got hooked over there. That's wild.
Do not pull. Fearing that the fisherman might reel him in, the fisherman quickly responded and apologized. The man was forced to cut the line himself and drove his bike to the nearest hospital with the hook still attached to his manhood. A man was enjoying...
I laughed. Wait, did I actually laugh?
5 people. Just
wait, be honest with me. Did I actually laugh?
These are some of the strangest punishments in history.
So England used to look nice on your avatar. Wait, it would look nice on my avatar. Let's see. It would look nice on my avatar. You think? Wait, where are you? What? Oh, this one right here. Let's see. This blue one. This blue one will look nice on my avatar. How much is it? Oh no, this is about to be a lot of money. 524,000. It doesn't even look good on my avatar. It doesn't even look good. Oh nah. Oh, that's crazy. 524,000. Oh yeah.
Repeat offender alcoholics with a drunkard's cloak, which was just a heavy wooden barrel they'd be forced to wear around for a few days to ensure public ridicule. Similarly, Germany used to equip criminals of light crimes with shame masks to walk around with, adjusting the design based on the severity of their crime. Japan used to mark criminals with tattoos to ensure they'd never get employment again or have good standing in society. It was actually the genesis for Japan's dislike for tattoos in society that continues today. China used to have petty criminals wear signs that served as dunce caps, making it known they were dumb for their crimes. And
bro, if y'all know about the punishments that happened back in history, they are way worse than the punishments today. Trust me. You laughed, chat. Everyone's saying I laughed. But did I really laugh though? Did I really laugh? Let me check. Let me check. Everyone's saying I'm laughed. Okay, everyone's saying I'm laughed. Let me check. Everyone's saying I'm laughed. Okay, apparently it was by the water, the fishing thing, jig or whatever.
In the lake when out of nowhere
this one
by fisherman's line.
Well, I laughed.
He immediately shouted, "Do not."
I think I just reacted to it, right? Hey yo, wait, yo, what part is being pulled here? Did I laugh? I got the part where he got hooked. I didn't know he got hooked over there. That's wild.
Do not pull. Fearing
Chad, there was no laughing. There was literally no laugh. What are you talking about?
The hooks
laughed.
His manhood.
Bro, there was no laugh. Yo, mods, ban literally everybody who just said I laughed. Ban everyone. They're getting banned. GG's. It's over. Okay? I know I didn't laugh. What are you talking about? Stop the cat. Exactly. You didn't laugh. That's what I'm saying. Yo, mods, ban them. Ban them all. I don't care.
Throwback to when this guy's mother passed away and he decided to donate her body to a center for Alzheimer's research. And then he discovered that it was sold on to the US military for $6,000, strapped to a chair, and then blown up in a blast test. Imagine donating your mom thinking that maybe her body would be able to help find a cure for Alzheimer's. And then you find out that none of that happened. Instead, she was used for an episode of Mythbusters. That is basically what happened here.
That's kind of crazy. I
was just trying to make a roof for my little house. Then I heard a zombie, so I wanted to go inside, safe and sound.
Cool.
Definitely not safe or sound.
Yo,
I was panicking too much to be able to change to my sword. It kicked my...
Whoa!
Celebrity items. And this is actually what they sold for. Let's try to guess the price of these celebrity items. This is actually what
Scarlett Johansson used tissue. If this is anything more than $1,000, I'm gonna lose my mind.
they sold for. Used tissue? I feel like something else would have sold for millions, but tissue, nothing crazy, maybe like 10,000.
$5,300. Buddy, what?
Even less, 5,000. All right.
Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast.
Half-eaten French toast.
1,000.
All right. If I was an obsessed fan, what would I pay? Maybe like $500. 1,000.
Okay. Bam. Right. I basically got that.
1,000. Okay. A little premium. That's fair. Soiled
what? Please, under 1,000.
underwear. How does somebody get their hands on that? It is Elvis though, so I'll say like 50,000.
8,000.
No, only 8,000. I mean, that's a bargain for sure. I'd
What do you mean it's a bargain? What?
get that. Oh, I remember when this was sold on
This was like 500,000, was it not?
eBay. It was absurd, like $200,000 or something.
100K.
100,000. Still insane for a Cheeto.
Ask Dave for the sub.
His kidney stone? I mean, a kidney stone alone is no joke. Probably like a few thousand off the black market alone. Plus his name, maybe like 10,000. 25,000.
25,000.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then Britney Spears used pregnancy tests. This is so gross.
How do you get a hold of that?
But 10,000, 5,000, and 1. Solid bid.
Wow.
Anything can be art.
Would you guys buy my used tissue for like $1,000 by chance? Anybody want to offer?
Let me explain.
I will blow my nose in a tissue and I will mail it to your house for $1,000.
So since modern art has come along, many people think you can just make anything art. Well, it turns out you kind of can. Because in 2017, 2 students in Scotland entered an art gallery and found an empty table. Well, they placed a pineapple on the empty table to see if people would think it was art. Well, when they came back 4 days later, the pineapple was covered with a glass-protected structure because the staff thought it was a part of their art exhibit.
What?
However, that's not the only time it's happened, because in 2016, a teenager went to an art exhibit and placed a pair of eyeglasses on the floor.
Okay, yo, who is saying 7 mil 100K? No one is paying 7 million for my used tissue, okay? I think the most realistically someone would pay for my used tissue at the most is like $50. That's about it.
He then stood back and
500,000 Robux, say less.
Within minutes, visitors were surrounding the glasses and taking pictures of them, proving anything can be art.
That's so stupid, bro. That's so stupid.
Why does every school have that one person who's just...
This Roblox game is shutting down. It's called Public Bathroom Simulator and has over 500...
It's shutting down now? Yo, W's in the chat. Let's go. Hey. Finally, about time.
117 million visits. It's a huge game, but it's shutting down due to people being inappropriate in the game. The developer says the game is a huge waste of time because people are breaking the rules no matter what. What do you think about this? This Roblox...
June 1st, 2025. Imagine he said that on April 1st. That'd be funny. But June 1st, 2025. So get your e-dating done stuff before then. Okay. Everyone used to wear this.
Miss Rabbit has fainted.
That's kind of crazy. That fit is kind of crazy.
On a quiet afternoon, a young girl was swimming when a crocodile suddenly attacked, locking its jaws on her thigh. Her grandfather leapt into action, grappling with the thrashing reptile. With no weapons.
I almost laughed at that. Y'all won't be honest, I almost laughed at that. They added the John Cena effect, and that was kind of funny.
Grappling with the thrashing reptile. With no weapons, he drove his thumb deep into one bulging eye. The enraged beast whipped around, sinking its teeth into the old man's leg. Grinning through pain, he gouged out the second eye with his bare fingers.
What is with these crocodiles, dude? Like, seriously.
Blinded, the crocodile finally released them both. They survived by the old man's raw courage and refusal to let go.
Well, interesting.
These are the craziest cults in history.
Did you know this?
Can we get a? Can we? Alright, we're gonna YouTube short refresh. We're gonna YouTube short refresh. YouTube short refresh. YouTube short refresh. Okay, we're not doing that.
Let's prank this player in Roblox easy.
No. Bro, what? It's literally. Whoa, it's the same guy. Look at that. No. No. No.
Hi, sir.
No. Okay, this one's probably fire. 7-year-old me when my teacher told me that the sun will explode in 8 billion years. Yo, why was I also kind of sad about it? Like, I was like, no, dude, are you kidding me? It's the end of the world.
These new inventions are getting more and more interesting. This one is called...
I don't even know why. Oh, hold on. I don't even know why they would even, like even tell you this. If it's happening in 8 billion years. If it was happening, like, let's say 1 million years, sure. 8 billion, though?
So
That's
Roblox
crazy.
is removing a classic
That's kind of
feature.
crazy.
You know whenever you go to like a Roblox group and then you scroll down and you see the group wall? Yeah, they're removing all of this. The group wall is going bye-bye. If I had to guess, it's probably because like 99% of the comments are just scams. Like, look at this. And then
Well, I don't think in my group I got any like scams, right? I think my wait, hold on, let me check real quick. Bam. It's called communities, by the way. It's not even called groups. Oh my gosh. Do you got any scams? Is it already gone? Yo, it's already gone? No! Why would they remove it? That's not cool. That's not cool. They already removed it.
also comments like this. Sonic Speed Simulator, more like garbage. Casino Simulator, got him. So Roblox is removing a classic
It's not
feature.
gone for me. It's gone. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me try it on, let me try doing it here. And let's see. Does it work here? Oh, okay, it's here. No, it's not here. They removed it! Where'd it go? They straight up removed it. Wait, hold on. Okay, wait, let me try in here. Hold on. Bop. Bam. I don't know why, that keeps bugging. That's a little weird. Hold on. Okay, here. And then here. And then here. Okay. Does it work? It doesn't work. It's gone, bro. It's gone. Rip.
You know whenever you go to like a Roblox group and then you scroll down and you see the group wall? Yeah, they're removing...
Rip.
When it comes... And what's your blood type?
It still work. Why y'all saying it still works? It doesn't work, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not working anymore? It's not working.
Negative.
Did you know that
I just installed an app that records every noise I make in my sleep, and let me tell you, last night was fucking rough.
Whoa! Yo, what, guys, hey, yo, that y'all did not hear that. That was he did not just say that. He did not just say that on my family-friendly stream. I'm about to lose my mind.
His car burst into flames, completely consuming the young man inside.
Yep.
When his girlfriend tried to claim his life insurance,
what?
Investigators noticed something strange. The body's DNA actually belonged to an 81-year-old woman. You see, the couple had dug up the corpse, placed it in the car, and then set it on fire. Next, the man dyed his hair and pretended to be the woman's new boyfriend. But when police found him, he confessed to faking his own death, and they both got extended prison time.
Honestly, it's pretty smart though. Like, you can't even lie. That's pretty smart. Props to them. But props to them for not going through with it. Ninjagaming Chocolate. Yeah. That was fire. That was a fire experience. Okay, let's do a quick tower peck session, okay? First try, no cuts. Or actually, okay, it can't be first try. I don't think we can do first try, but we'll try to do it in this server 3 tries max. How about that? 3 tries max, okay? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Okay, that looks hard. Lock in. Okay, so first of all, that doesn't count, right? Because I wasn't, the music didn't kick in yet. So we let it kick in. Okay, that also, wait, let me get past this one, then it starts counting. Okay, there we go. Leave it a sub. That's fast. Bam. 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 Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay. Second last one. Thanks for the sub. Last one. Yeah! Hey, W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Okay. We're chat. Y'all can't even lie. That deserves a sub. That's awesome. That was basically first try as well. Someone's on his account. Yo, look, this is me. Watch the slashy dance. Bam. Slashy wave. Bam. Look at that. It's really me, guys. I promise you. Ow. Okay. Yeah. No. Like I've just gotten better at just parkour in general. Like I've genuinely just gotten better. You're on call with someone so you can tell them what to do. Yeah. How'd you know? It's crazy. Okay. Let's go. Oh!
Chicken jockey.
Yo. Okay. So. Okay. Alright.
A man
clipped.
Desperate for a
look.
better life.
There's been multiple clips of that either way. We don't.
The helicopter as it was taking off,
like
hoping it would fly him to the city where he could find a job. He said he had no money or way to transport himself there. While in midair, the pilot noticed him hanging on happily as if it were a dream come true. People on the ground were even cheering for him.
1x fan, thank you for the sub.
But after learning
what just happened? Oh, I pressed the. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, it's good. We gotta do a refresh either way. We have to do multiple refreshes. It's great. Oh my gosh. So
I'm going to call Roblox.
Dude, we are actually getting terrible YouTube shorts right now. We need to play a 1v3 clutch on arrival. I am the best rivals player to ever exist. Literally anybody who's gone up to me, everybody you know, famous YouTubers, and I've always won. It's true. I've gone against Creecraft, Steak, you know, basically everyone, and I've won every single time. Bam. Cap, not cap. Not cap. Not cap. I can't.
Roblox Piggy
I'm just
back.
I'm
Mini
just like that.
developer Piggy just announced a new chapter coming to the game. Fan favorite character Bunny
Wait, book 3?
will be getting her own chapter in a new update.
Boring.
This will be the first original chapter in almost 2 whole years. This update drops next month and will also be the longest chapter.
Wait, that was August 18th, 2024. Yo, this was. Oh my gosh, this was a year ago. We missed this. Wow. How it feels that it's now summer. We got summer again. We got summer again. Fire. Yeah, literally, yo. I'm telling y'all right. Did you guys see my clutch yesterday, by the way, in Rivals? It was like the score was 1-4, and then I made the comeback, and I did 5-4, which was crazy. When you donate, please donate.
Follow me this way.
Yeah.
Please donate. Get it? Can I be your e-kitten for real?
Okay, that's where we that's where we're gonna leave it off there really quick. I feel like please donate has not been that popular. When's your last day of school?
When is your last day of school?
That's a good question. Chat, what is your last day of school? Okay? Cuz my last day of school is kind of surprising. It's kind of surprising, kind of sad. I think in Canada, they all end on the same day. So today, mine was today, next week, June 2nd. Yeah. So, okay, so most of you guys got out of school right now, right? Okay, cool. So,
Chicken jockey.
I don't get off school for another month. Yeah. For another month. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
What? If you don't give me Robux, I'll oof myself.
What? What? Yo. Yeah, I get off school around end of June. End of June, yeah. Yeah, that's when I get off school. That's how it is. Work camp transition, Tom Cruise. What? How did bro pull that off? How did bro pull that off?
YouTubers are now making AI thumbnails, and because of stuff like this, it's going to become a major problem. See, the issue here is clickbait is already a major issue on YouTube. So now when we got thumbnails like this one, it's only going to get worse. Also, if you're a thumbnail designer, I'm sorry. I'm sure this is a rough time for you guys.
Also, I use AI for my thumbnails as well, but not in the way you think. The only reason I think you should use AI for your thumbnails is if you're upscaling stuff or if you're doing a background removal. If you're doing background removals, that uses AI. If you're doing AI upscaling to make the image looks bigger on the thumbnail, that's a thing. But creating the whole thumbnail with AI, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Toys that were mistaken for the completely wrong thing, part 3. So back in 2012, when somebody was walking past the car, they noticed this dog sleeping inside. So they called the police, and when the police arrived, they smashed the window of the car. However, it turns out the dog wasn't real at all. It was just a very realistic toy stuffed dog that costed $7. Next, in 2020, scientists discovered this goblin shark that washed ashore on a Greek beach. And it was an incredibly rare find because it was the first time it was discovered in this area. Well, after the photo was shared and analyzed, it was suggested that it was not a goblin shark at all. It was most likely just a toy shark, not a new discovery.
A toy shark. Toy shark.
If you tilt your bow as you shoot, the arrow will bend slightly once released. And if you do this at just the right angle, it pushes the arrow off course. As it moves through the air, the bend keeps pulling it to the side, and it will actually curve around the target instead of hitting it.
Wait, actually?
Then, as the bend evens out, the arrow's path becomes straight, allowing you to shoot around objects.
Wait, that's kind of cool. Wait, what?
This
I didn't know you could do that.
worth more than your...
Yo, David, the subs. Thank you.
There's a player who
Where's my
owns
house?
a 988 trillion Robux hat. But how is this even possible? You may think that he's some mega wealthy
limiteds, yeah, just limiteds, yeah.
millionaire who bought it for fun, but not so fast. If you converted the hat into real money, you'd get $11 trillion.
Oh my gosh. $11 trillion. Do you guys know how much money that is? $11 trillion. You could buy half of the USA with that. That's crazy, dude.
Not even Jeff Bezos could buy that. So how could some random player buy it? You may also think that Roblox made this hat, so Roblox must have given it away for free, right? But there's no records of that ever happening, so that's probably not the case. So how does he own this hat? In fact, how do 9 people own this hat? Well, the real answer is kind of sad. These are limited hats, which means there's a limited
been making some
amount
banger
of them.
shorts
Limited
recently,
hat
by the way.
starts off cheap, but
Like,
as more people buy.
What did I just do? I don't even know this was a feature. I could do this? Well, I'm full green screen. Look at that. Okay.
Item, it slowly goes extinct. But when an owner of that hat wants to preserve its legacy, they sell it for an impossibly high amount. This makes it stick in the Roblox avatar shop, so it can be remembered for years to come. Or maybe they just want to flex on us, which is why this Roblox...
Yeah, they're just trying to flex. They're just trying to flex. Well, you could technically just make your shirt like 99999999999 Robux, and they would that you'd be the richest person.
A loose cord is tied around the bird's neck, leaving just enough space to breathe. Then the bird dives underwater, hunting fish with its sharp beak. When it catches one, the cord stops it from swallowing. Instead, the fisherman pulls it back to the boat and makes it release the fish. He keeps the fish while the bird is sent back into the...
That sounds technically like torture, but at the same time, that's kind of smart.
Water to continue hunting.
That's kind of smart.
How do you make these gestures? And this is going to show what
you take your... Okay, how do I explain this? Like, you take your thumb as the bottom ones, and then you take the finger next to your thumb, and you finish it.
Generation you're a part of. Heart goes like this. I
No.
can't even think.
No. I don't do it like... sometimes I do it like that, but, like, it's too much layers on top of it. So you just do, like... I just do the single hand.
Think of what else you would do.
Answering the phone. It's like three. It's like you're like making a fist, but the two fingers on each side of your hand is like up.
Answer the phone. I mean, I still do the banana.
Yeah, literally that.
But I've actually seen some people go flat hand for a cell phone. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know why I do the banana though, because I've mainly used cell phones my entire life.
Hanging up the phone, same thing. Like you just take it and you just put it down.
Hanging up is just docking the phone, like placing it back on that thing.
Cash? Oh, you just slide like you like four fingers. Let's say your right hand, 4 fingers, and then you use your thumb and then you kind of like rub it, kind of.
Cash? I don't know, maybe like this or maybe this. I think that's the way to show it.
A little bit, yeah. Rolling window. Well, rolling down the window, it would be harder to explain if you just pressed down something. It would be better if you're rolling it, even though it's old-fashioned. But roll
down the window and just press a button. I think I used to roll it down, but my mind's been changed.
As for the time, you point to your hand, and tap your wrist.
As for the time, I don't think I've ever done this. If I did though, probably like tap my wrist like for a watch. And then.
Ask for the bill, like raise your hand.
And. Okay, so ask for the bill? Just like get the waiter's attention or something. You stick your finger up.
Exactly.
Okay. How do you...
There you go. They change my avatar every week or month. That's kind of clean. My avatar's been the same avatar for like 2 years. But it's iconic, right? So I'm not gonna change or anything. I'm gonna make drastic changes to it. I'll obviously wear different stuff, but I'm not gonna this is my main avatar, you know?
Yeah. Here's a little trick to get more money and grow a garden. To do this, you'll need 3 basic sprinklers, 3 advanced sprinklers, 2 godly.
Again, I don't get what the money's about. Like, sure, you make money, but like, is that it? Like, you just try to get the most money as possible and that's it? Yeah.
Let it out. Let it out.
Why is she so red? Chicken jockey.
Your brain is playing tricks. Let me explain. Have you ever looked up into the clouds and seen something that looked familiar? Like the clouds are forming
Oh yeah, that's like a bear.
a shape with an object you
That's a
recognize
helicopter?
in the sky.
That's
Well,
I don't know what that is.
This is known as pareidolia. And pareidolia is a brain
Pareidolia.
phenomenon when a person sees something significant in a random image or pattern. However, the most common form of this is seeing
The sad face.
faces and things of random objects.
Oh yeah. Have you ever seen like a face in like a cars before?
And this phenomenon is so popular, people upload hundreds of images daily to social media sites where random objects look like faces.
Holy, thank you for the subs. Pagineti. I can't say that. I'm so sorry.
But surprisingly, some people are able to recognize the faces and objects better than others. And
yeah,
experts claim
I've always
that
imagined cars with like the face, like you know, like the bumper at the front. It's like a smiley face, and then like the headlights is the eyes. You know.
the reason some people are better at recognizing these faces is due to factors like personality trait, age, and mental health. So, were you able to see?
And also sometimes, like if you have two oranges as the eyes, and then and a banana as like the smiley face. Yeah, there's also that.
This is the
no.
If you can only play one Roblox game, it might be a
If I only can play one Roblox game, it has to be a game that you could play for a long time and not get bored of, right? So
hard choice for you to pick only one game, since you might enjoy playing a wide variety of games on Roblox. If you pick a game like Rivals, unless you're cracked at aiming in the game and you actually enjoy playing Rivals, it
like that's the thing. No, not Rivals.
might be a good option alongside the challenge of climbing the leaderboards to be the best. But the game could easily get really boring for you quickly, especially if you get completely stomped in every match you play.
You need a game that updates regularly, has new content, and you don't get bored at.
And picking Dead Rails might sound like a good option, since it's an easy game to pick up.
It's easy, yeah. And I know there's a lot of stuff to explore and stuff like that, but then again, it's repetitive.
Play along with a lot of silly things that can happen on your journey to Mexico. But after playing for hundreds of hours, you would have probably unlocked all the classes and experienced everything the game has to offer by then. What if you could only play...
Yeah, exactly.
Let's try to guess these crazy world records.
Longest full body contact with ice. Like how cold's the ice here? Maybe 2 hours?
Longest full body contact with ice. This probably belongs to Wim Hof, that Iceman. He could probably do it for hours. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a full day, honestly.
4 hours and 2 minutes. Okay.
No, only 4 hours.
That was kind of
Pretty
close.
light, actually.
Longest stand-up comedy show. 12 hours.
Stand-up comedy? I feel like that's pretty
Yes,
easy. You just have to stay awake, basically. So I'm sure somebody's done it for like
12
24
hours.
Maybe 30, I'll say.
40 hours. Okay, yeah, okay.
No, 40 hours. Wow.
The surprising thing about that is how do you get people to stay for 40 hours?
Just staying up for that long is actually pretty impressive. Smart cars can't
Oh, I saw this. This was like 30 people, right?
fit more than like 10 people crammed in there. They're really small. Maybe like 9, actually. That feels right.
20. I was close.
20? How do you get everybody in there? That's crazy. A
2-liter soda? 10 seconds.
2-liter soda is pretty big. Maybe like 10 seconds, though. I'm sure.
I literally just predicted that.
Or you could like squeeze it or use some sort of like physics with it. No, 18 seconds. I feel like
why are we saying like the same answers?
I can beat that. And then longest time hanging on a bar.
Longest time hanging on a bar. Probably like 10 minutes. No. Probably 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
I'm sure somebody did this for a few hours. Maybe like 5.
An hour and 20? Okay.
Oh, only an hour. Might try that. Let's try to guess these crazy words.
No, it's hard. It's hard to...
A bullet fired from her lipstick tube, hitting the man. You
Oh.
see, while this looked like a normal tube of makeup, there was actually a tiny pistol inside. With a twist of the cap, the user could fire a single
Whoa.
shot. It was designed for secret agents who needed a weapon that wouldn't raise suspicion. By the time anyone realized what had happened, the spy would be gone, leaving no trace. A bullet
Dang. I mean, how do you know about it if no one knows about what happened. Okay, I don't know.
Alright, zombie chicken, I have a nice mango for you. Now let me just tap on it.
Zombie chicken? You mean chicken jockey?
So I can give it to you.
What do you mean zombie chicken? That's literally chicken jockey.
Hey, where are you going? Hey! Okay, slow down so I can give you the mango. No, no, no. Don't go through there. No. You ungrateful pig! Like, why don't you want to get fed? You know what? Come here. I'm grateful. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what's happening to Short, and I don't want to know.
In the 1400s, there was a king who went out hunting one day. Everything was going fine until he suddenly fell off.
That was just, it's a routine at this point. It's a routine.
Shrinkflation at Costco is getting out of hand.
How did this game become so popular? That's the question that everyone has right now. And since I'm a journalist, as of 5 seconds ago, I interviewed this player and exposed the game's true secret. So what do you do in this game anyway? Well, you basically buy seeds so that you can grow plants and...
Is he interviewing himself right now?
Sell them. Then use that money to buy seeds so that you can grow plants and sell them. Then use that money to... Okay, I get the point. But what else is there? Nothing. What? Yeah, that's it. Clearly I wasn't getting the info that I needed. But I found out that the game added a new feature that changes everything when I asked a very important question.
Offline mode, let me guess.
Well, if that's all you do, then do you just love gardening? Oh no, I don't play it for the gardening. There's only one reason I play this game. Oh, what is it? Loot boxes. Case closed, everybody. How did this game become...
Wait, there's loot boxes in the game? I didn't even know that. Okay, it's getting out of hand now. It's getting out of hand. Yo, whoa! Hey, yo! Okay, it's getting out of hand.
Your friends have more friends than you do. Have you ever felt...
Wait a minute, I just thought about this. My friends have friends that have friends that have friends maybe with like a popular person like Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? So technically, I'm friends with Jeff Bezos.
Like your friends are just way more popular than you and have way more friends? Well, according to science, they do. And this is all because a friend who has more friends is likely to be in your friend group than you are to be in their friend group.
I'm sorry, I literally understood none of that. Hold on, wait, rewind that?
According to science, they do. And this is all because a friend who has more friends is likely to be in your friend group than you are to be in their friend group. It's
chicken jockey.
Dude, I'm so confused.
Known as the friendship paradox. And to make it make more sense, let's say you're in an environment with 4 people. There's you, Jimmy, John, and Katie. And you happen just to have one friend in this social environment, which is Jimmy. And John and Katie are friends with each other and also Jimmy. So they have 2 friends, but your only friend that you know is Jimmy. So unless you're Jimmy, you'll think that your friends have more friends. And even crazier than that, in a study in 2012 on Facebook, the average person had 245 friends. But the average friend of a person on Facebook has 359 friends, showing how you're more likely to be friends with somebody who has a lot of friends.
Yeah, so this is not making sense at all, but yeah. It's getting out of hand.
Here's how you can beat a lie detector test.
You can beat a lie detector? Yo, I want to do a lie detector on stream one day.
Step 1 is to get as stressed as possible before the test. See, most people think you need to calm down since a lie detector basically measures heart rate, sweat, and breathing. But the first question...
Oh, but if you're always stressed out, then it would, wouldn't know.
...you'll be asked is something they already know the answer to, like your name, which they'll use to set your truth baseline. So if you're already anxious, your baseline will be high, which will make your lies look normal. But when they...
Oh, true.
...start asking you real questions, now control your breathing to slow your heart rate so any spikes should still be lower than the baseline. But if you're going to answer a question truthfully, try clenching your toes or pressing your nail down to create spikes. Here's how you can beat...
That's awesome. I'm gonna use that the next time the police interrogate me. Ninja, you have no friends. I have friends? What do you mean? I have lots of friends. What are you talking about? I have friends.
A lie detector test. Step 1 is...
Have you seen this Roblox game? It's been trending on Twitter for the past day. It's
No.
Kenny
No
Wilcox
freaking way.
donated $2
Yo,
through
Kenny,
Super-
thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate it.
The bug egg is in stock?
Do I remember you? I don't, unfortunately, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I gotta tell everybody! Bug egg is in stock! Can someone help me? Bug egg is in stock! Give me that horse!
What is bug egg? What?
No freaking.
3 things in Korea that just make sense.
No!
This may seem like a pretty easy jump, but watch what happens when this guy tries to do it. Well,
Why
that's
did he not jump?
embarrassing. And it's also embarrassing for all of these people.
Yo,
to
David,
be able
the
to jump.
$2, dude.
Dragonks donated
I
$2
can't wait for
Canadian
school
dollars
to, and I'm
through
kidding.
Super Chat.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think
can't wait for school
everyone
to end in Canadian
that's
BTW.
Canadian has school ends at the end of June, which is unfortunate. But chat, when does your school start back up? Like when do you go back to school?
As well. But there is a reason to why nobody can jump this tiny gap, and it has to do with the game's code. And here to demonstrate is that one guy in your friends list who claims that they've never died to any obby ever.
Yeah.
_XX. Come on, dude, you know it's true. I win Tower of Heck, like, every time. Yeah, that's because we're in a private server. Okay, just hurry up and explain. This game is no ordinary obby, because every stage you finish drops your FPS cap by 1. And when you get to this jump, it's pretty difficult, because on his screen, he's trying to do it with just 5 frames per second. But there is a way that you can beat the whole thing. Yes, I'll do it. Dang it! This may seem like a pretty easy jump,
Crazy. Your school starts back October 2nd? What? Okay. August 5th? August. Okay, I'm seeing most of August here. Mine starts back in September. Yes, September, yeah. Mine starts back in September.
But watch what happens when this—
What does
An animal lover once tried to
crazy.
befriend a crocodile living near his home. Believing the crocodile had responded kindly, he entered its enclosure, but it suddenly bit his leg and dragged him into the water.
Dude,
He
we've seen
struggled-
three shorts today of crocodiles eating things. Humans.
Desperately and cried out for help, but onlookers stood frozen in fear, unable or unwilling to act. It wasn't until the crocodile's owner arrived that he was finally rescued. Despite the traumatic incident, he's a college graduate who once dreamed of joining the police.
Bro, this guy's not a college graduate, bro. This guy's a 41-year-old guy, unemployed, literally does not look like he goes to the gym, out of shape, straight up. And you're telling me this guy's a college graduate? Yeah, no. This probably lives in his mom's basement. Let's be honest here.
Force. Until that date changed everything. An animal lover once tried.
Let's be honest.
When I heard that there was going to be a Skibbity Toilet movie in theaters, I didn't believe.
Yeah, Skibbity Toilet movie is coming out. What are our thoughts? Apparently it's being directed by what's it? Michael Bay? Is that his name?
Believe it at all, but apparently they just started production on this
Bay,
movie,
yeah.
and it's being produced by one of the most successful directors of all time. I don't know if I'll ever understand why this guy decided to make this movie, but maybe he sees something I don't. To me, there's just no way you can make a film about toilets that have heads popping out of them and talking a good movie. I just don't see it happening. I think the best outcome—
And the only words that come out of them is skibbity dop 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 yes. I think the Skibbity Toilet thing died out though. Wait, how much views has Skibbity Toilet been getting? Wait, let me see. Skibbity Toilet. Skibbity Toilet. This guy right here. 31 million. Wait, it's been getting lower views, right? 52 million. It's actually still, well, over here, look, 90 million, 46 million, 69 million, 53, 100 million. That's crazy. Okay, but they're still pulling so much views, though. 31 million is crazy, though. Those are Mr. Beast numbers. That's insane.
for this movie is that it's so bad that people want to go so that they can make fun of it. Kind of like the Minecraft movie. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'm too old to understand. When I heard...
Shake a jockey. They with the $2. Shake a jockey.
Donated $2 Canadian through Super Chat. Chicken jockey.
Hey. Okay.
Flying cars are actually real now, and you'll probably see people start using them a lot sooner than you think, because after decades of people dreaming about getting their own flying car, finally the company Klein Vision has certified a transforming flying car that you can fly around in before transferring back into a car in only 90 seconds. And the most insane part, this isn't a concept or something, this is actually going into mass production in the year 2026. Once again, you can buy one of these things next year. Okay, now granted, they're $800,000, and while this is a lot of money, at the same time, it kind of feels cheap for the world's first flying car, although
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Imagine flying car. Flying cars will never happen, though, because, first of all, there's airplanes in there, and second of all, how are you going to direct the traffic? Literally, how? This is like the same idea of those people who wanted to have a skyscraper upside down.
Devin Dixon.
I'm gonna try using AI.
$2. It's made over 200 landings.
It's made over 200 landings.
Buy a bigger What if Roblox removed walking? I can bet players are gonna
if Roblox removed walking, literally all the games would break.
Because imagine joining a Roblox game, but when you try to walk, you find out your character just can't move at all. So
imagine joining a Roblox game, but you have to pay 1,000 Robux to walk in the game.
Without being able to go anywhere,
Imagine.
It's hard to imagine trying to play any games on Roblox at all. For normal obby games, they would be impossible to beat and likely get abandoned since you can't even get out of spawn without the basic ability to walk, let alone being able to progress through the game at all.
Just
or
run?
if you
Wait, this guy may be onto something. Hold up, let him cook. Can't walk. Just run. Hold up, wait. This is some 200 for 1,000 IQ brain level play here. That's genius. Buddy, go to Harvard. Harvard needs you, dude. That's crazy. Actually, that's mind-boggling.
Play natural disaster survival, everyone would be stuck standing still without a way to get to safety. So you would have to be really lucky just to survive around. And Roblox would probably force people to buy back the ability to walk. What if Roblox...
Yeah, exactly. That's only if Roblox is greedy, which, I mean, they kinda are, but, like, at the same time, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just gonna like, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know. Out of all the shorts that we've watched, this is the one short that's making me want to laugh the most. This is the one short that actually, you know. Cause tell me why we got this music in the background and this guy just starts hitting these moves. Hey.
So the president of Mexico.
I watched the worst.
Oh my gosh! Holy smokes! Oh my gosh! I'm about to lose my mind, bro. Just give me a good YouTube short and we'll all be good. We'll all be good.
If you bury your dead hamster, there's a chance it wasn't actually dead. You see, if your house is cold for long periods of time, your hamster's heart and breathing will slow down, and they can go into a deep sleep to conserve energy, which can make them feel stiff and cold. Now, they sometimes won't wake up from this even if you touch them, meaning there's a good chance you'll think it's dead. If you bury—
No, poor hamster.
Let's see if we can guess the YouTuber from their house.
Whose house is this? Cause this house is nice.
I remember this house from all the Logan Paul vlogs. This
Logan
house
Paul?
is pretty cool. I wonder who lives in it now. Yep.
This looks like FaZe Rug.
Whoa, whose is this? This house is massive.
I remember FaZe Rug has like a house like this, right?
CEO of T-Series, somebody rich. Jeffree Star. Okay, I do remember hearing he had a pretty insane house.
This, I know Mr. Beast has like a casual house, right? Or he lives in a studio or whatever. So it's not Mr. Beast. Pikachu, think of the sub. I have no idea.
Oh, another iconic one. This is the Team 10 house, historical landmark for its
10,
everyday bro.
apparently.
Yep, cool.
Apparently.
I wonder what Nick Crompton is up to right now. Who's this?
See, I have no idea what these are. That's my house. All right, buddy. All right, little bro.
This is also really nice. I like this house. It's nice, but not comically large. Probably a girl, to be honest. Maybe Jenna Marbles. James Charles. Okay. The beauty YouTubers have nice places. Who lives in this house?
See, I'm not recognizing literally any of these houses.
This looks like that $100 million home from the Mr. Beast video. I don't know who can afford this. Like Mark Rober. Okay, Charlie D'Amelio. That makes sense. That's nice. And then, what is this? Where?
Dude, I have no idea.
What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Markiplier? Oh,
KSI? KSI is this house? I mean, it looks a little dated, but it's still pretty cool though.
KSI. So I'm guessing that's like in London then. Let's see if we can get.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So.
Okay, this is the worst.
Yo, who just said "Hear me out"?
I'm currently being hunted by a flea-sniffing dog.
Because just 45 minutes ago, I challenged a team of experts to find me in a college campus of over 40,000 people using just my sock.
Sorry, girl.
Me or her?
Both of you.
So I immediately ran off, making sure to leave my personal molecules in as many places around campus as I could to distract them.
A dog might be chasing you in a second.
And so eventually, I got to my final hiding spot.
This is basically a massive Ziploc bag.
Okay, yo, if the dog actually finds us, that'd be crazy.
Alright, now we just have to wait.
But then it was the dog's turn. And despite a couple detours, she was following my path almost perfectly across campus.
No
I
way.
know what she's doing looks like magic, but let me show you some human magic. Do you recognize this person? How about this person?
Yeah.
Or this person?
Yeah.
Even with different angles and outfits, our brains are really, really good at distinguishing human faces in a way that we can't do with animals or trees. So Zinka is just like this when it comes to distinguishing smells. So her sniffing my sock and then searching for my scent around campus.
That's actually that would be like cool to have though, like as a scent. I don't know, ability.
Campus is just like you seeing a missing person poster and looking for that face in a crowd, which is why it was only a matter of time before.
No way! Found him, bro. That's crazy. It's so hard to control my kids in public. My mom giving me this one look. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it. I don't even like. I'm not even like. I'm just so nonchalant in public. Like I'm not really doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like chilling around. I'm not like. I'm not going crazy or anything.
The tank flew across the room, striking the boy in the head.
Oh!
He was undergoing an MRI scan after a surgery. But during the procedure, a staff member accidentally brought a metal oxygen tank into the room.
Right.
And when the machine was turned on, its massive magnet pulled the tank into the chamber where the boy was laying. And despite medical attention, he passed away 2 days later.
So that doctor is getting absolutely sued. It's GG's for the hospital. It's over. It's gone. Yeah. That's like a $10 million lawsuit right there.
This might be the worst first class.
Sometimes small companies.
In a world full of heroes and legends, some dreams begin with nothing but courage.
Okay.
This is the story of Alex. Alex was new to Roblox.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't know what shorts feed we just got on, but it is bad. It is bad. We got on the dark side of YouTube Shorts right now.
These are some.
There's literally no going back.
Here are the most expensive objects.
If you get trapped underwater, your body will eventually use the last of the oxygen in your blood. But after about a minute, your chest tightens, and the gasp reflex forces you to inhale. Water rushes into your lungs, choking you instantly. Your body thrashes, trying to reach the surface, but within seconds, your brain starts shutting down. Then your body stops fighting, and you'll feel at peace as you black out. And after just a few minutes,
I'd be panicking, bro.
Air, your brain suffers severe damage until you eventually dissolve into the deep, your body weightless in the abyss.
Dang. You just... Wait, why was that actually a good transition, though? Now, why was that actually like a good transition? That was like a perfect loop.
Hello, everyone.
You want to take a shower after my sibling, but they left the entire Atlantic Ocean on the floor. That's real though. That's real. Okay, this is a little over exaggerated, but you know.
Just like good.
Ironclad's defense we like. Part 7. Okay. Yo. Bro took him out.
Capybaras.
Sigma Alpha.
Can you
on the
guess
wall.
what
Who's the Sigma stuff?
These are some YouTube. 3 things in Korea that just make sense. First, in Korea, you can find.
You've heard the word.
Okay.
This guy was messing around with his friends at the library when he decided to print his face. But little did he know that picture would end up saving his life. See, he was a manager at a company that sold karaoke machines. But when he showed up to work one morning, he found several police cars waiting outside of his office building. That's when his boss told him someone had taken over $10,000 that he had hidden in his office. But the only people who can access the office besides the boss were the 2 managers, Lucas and Aiden. But the boss was sure it wasn't Aiden because he was his best friend from middle school and wouldn't take money from him. But although everyone was now sure it was Lucas, no one could have expected what happened next. See, the boss knew the thief entered his office around 10:30 p.m. from a motion detector. Now, although Lucas was at the library at that time, he had no way of proving it. But just when police were about to take Lucas in for questioning, he remembered something. So he immediately asked the police to take him to the library. There, he accessed the printer and showed police there was a print made from his account at 10:35 p.m. But the police said it could have been anyone using his account to make the print. So he clicked on the print to reveal this undeniable evidence that he was at the library when...
Yo. That's smart though. That's smart. I feel like bro just made up this whole story, and from this video of this guy just printing it out. I feel like it. But either way, that's cool though.
The money was taken. This guy was...
That's cool though. That's cool. I don't even know anymore. How it feels to wake up at 6:30 and hit this pose on the side of your bed. Yo, wait. This is actually real though. This is what I be doing when I wake up. Like, I just literally just stare at the wall. And it's like, I don't know. You gotta question life there, you know? It's like, why do I gotta wake up? Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Get your bitch ass up. Get your bitch ass up.
Ah! No, oh, he sweared. Okay, yo. You laughed? Wait, what? You laughed before the dead rails. You laughed at the P. Damien short. Oh, I laughed? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I think I actually did laugh. Okay, so guys, wait, hold up. Listen up. So basically, yo, guys, wait. Technically, it wasn't really a laugh, right? Because in order for it to be a laugh, it needs to you have to multiply the square radius and then divide that by and then use pi and then multiply that by 17 once you carry the 7, and so that's why it doesn't have a laugh. I'm joking. Okay. Next stream's already set up, so go. Don't mind the thumbnail. I don't know what the thumbnail is right now. But go notify yourself for the stream, or just stay in the stream and I'll redirect you there. Thanks for watching the stream. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, so you don't miss the next stream tomorrow 5 p.m. EST. Join the Discord server if you haven't already. Link in the description, or it's literally right here. Okay, it's pretty cool. I'd recommend joining. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah. I'm done. It's over. GG's. It's up. Yeah. Bye-bye! Bam.